everybody, Taylor Parnell here. Welcome back to our channel and welcome if you're new here. Today's video has been a much requested video from a lot of you guys out there of how to train two dogs simultaneously. So if you're excited for today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel down below. Turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss a video with us. And definitely drop in the comments what you want to see next. Let's get into today's video. We're going to be using the Envirox e-collars today. This specifically is the box that comes with two. On Bonnie, you're going to see the 2023 edition that comes in this box with a second version of the same one. And Bruce is wearing the Spark Canine, which that one is going to be a completely different. Again, if you want to match us, you're more than welcome to buy the actual pieces separately. You don't have to buy the entire box. We also, of course, have our little training treats here because what I want to show you guys today is how we're going to train two dogs simultaneously. I do have them paired on this remote here. You're going to see Bonnie is on the first channel. Good girl. And Bruce is on the second channel. Good boy. Now, what's super important here, you guys, is there's going to be some advantages and disadvantages to working with two dogs. And there is going to be a few different methods, which is starting with one dog and then incorporating the second and vice versa, or starting with them both at the same time. So let's get into that more deep. I just want to mention a few things here just for you guys to have these thoughts wandering in your minds a little bit, just because Bruce and Bonnie here, they are litter mates, right? So they were actually born in the same litter, they're brother and sister. So that can have a very great advantage and a very hard disadvantage. Why? Remember, when you're working with two dogs, you need to be the leader of the pack, and you need to do that in a proper way to show them to follow you. Now, remember, there are some things that when dogs are working together, sometimes when there's other things coming into the environment, they might tend to want to use their natural instincts to kind of, you know, just tell the cat to go away or to chase the dog or to have that stance. And so I want you to keep in mind, having an enclosed environment in the beginning is going to be super helpful, okay? So that when you're working with both dogs, you can learn to toggle between those two channels. They can learn how to listen to you and what's their sound, right? But on top of that, what's super important is that if you don't have an enclosed area, that's no problem. Make sure you have that long 20-foot leash, so that's an extension of your arm, so that you can correct them, okay? Now, what's super important is I want you guys to pay more attention to what kind of dog you have, okay? Now, some dogs are more timid, they're more shy, and some dogs are more confident. So when you're working with two shy dogs, they kind of tend to not challenge each other and teach each other things, where if you have two confident dogs, they might be more competitive to get the treat or the toy or whatever you're working with. So Bruce and Bonnie, actually, Bruce is much more confident than Bonnie, but Bonnie is much more competitive. So if she sees me doing something with Bruce that maybe she's a little bit more afraid to do, I will do it with him first. And once she sees him doing it, she can tend to copy him. And that's actually some things that they did when they were puppies. When they were puppies, as far as having them go to the bathroom, it was so easy because once they see one going to the bathroom, the other one is more encouraged. When it comes to training, sometimes they can both listen to you in a perfect world. And remember, all this training comes with patience and time. It's not going to happen overnight. But also sometimes if one of the dogs is more looking around at the environment and seeing what's coming along, you know, the second he decides or she decides to charge off to something, the other dog might follow, because that's just how the pack works. And sometimes, you know, they can get competitive where it's like one wants that and the other wants that. So they might even just totally disregard what you're saying. So that's why I love that you have those different levels on the remote. That's why you have a different understanding. So my best advice to you guys is, if you don't have puppies, okay, because they got to know their name, they got to know those basic commands, they got to know what they're doing, right? They got to know what you're asking from them. But when you're introducing the collar, I would highly recommend to just start with one-on-one, which I'm going to show you guys that, and then slowly introduce and bring them together, because that's going to really give you the bond with the individual dog. And then when you bring them together, they're going to understand what they're doing together, and you're going to see how they play off of one another. So I'm going to show you guys sit, stay, and down with one dog each, and then them together. And then what's really great is I want you guys to share with us what your journey is like down in the comments. You can tag us on Instagram. We really want to see what you guys are doing to be able to see how we can help better and better serve you guys to get those results. And of course, if you have challenges or extra questions, never hesitate to ask, because we're here to help you guys. So let's go ahead and get into those individual trainings, then we'll put them together. Again, you guys, I think it's really great because it gives you a lot of advantages. Just remember, there are those disadvantages. So look at your dogs, figure out if they're the more confident dog, the more looky-loo dog, the more shy dog, the more dog that's going to stay to the one person, one trainer. So everyone has different strengths and weaknesses is basically what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. All right, you guys, so we have beautiful little Bonnie here, and Bonnie is our little bit more shy dog, and she is definitely really great at those challenges. She gets very competitive. So what I wanted to show you guys here is just how she responds to our training. I'm going to show you how he responds, and then we'll work from there, okay? So Bonnie, come here and sit. Very good girl, good sit. So that's just how we use the sit. Remember that beep is the clicker, and then the vibrate and shock is going to be more of a stimulant saying that's not what we wanted. So Bonnie, come here. Bonnie, sit. Very good girl, very good girl. Awesome. So as you can see here, guys, we had her sit. She knows the command, she knows the action, and she knows that the beep means that she's getting a treat. That's that clicker. You can use it as a recall like we've talked about in different videos, but at the same time, remember, this is gonna be something that when your dog is very far, they're gonna know what you're asking. That beep, she understands to the beep that means, okay, I have a treat, and that she knows to come to me in that moment. So as you can see, Bonnie is sitting now. What I wanted to do with Bonnie is, Bonnie, come, sit. Good, good. I just want to make sure she's paying attention to me just because there's a few things coming around in the background. So let's show you guys sit. Bonnie, sit. Very good, good sit, Bonnie. Bonnie, down. Very good, good girl. Bonnie, stay. Good girl, very good girl. So that's just those basic commands, right? Now let's incorporate the e-collar with that beep clicker method. Again, if they're not following the command, that's when you use the vibrate or the shock to correct them, okay? So Bonnie, come. Good. Bonnie, sit. Good girl, very good girl. So that beep means she's getting that treat, okay? Bonnie, down. Good, very good girl. Bonnie, stay. I really like that she's watching me. That's a very good sign. Good girl. Okay, release. So that's sit, stay, and down right there, okay, you guys? That's using the e-collar. That's using one dog. I'm going to show you with her brother really quick just so you guys can see that again. And what's really great is that she's understanding and focused on me. She's not focused on her brother in the background. So that's something that's super important just to be aware of when you're working with your dogs. Let's show you guys how Bruce works, and then we'll show you them together. Guys, now we have Bruce here, our more confident one-eyed dog, and he loves training time. So I'm going to show you guys how he works with the commands and then the e-collar, and then we'll walk into training them together. So Bruce, come with me. He's going to be showing you guys some advanced tricks. Let's just focus on the sit, stay, and down for now. Bruce, sit. Good, very nice, good boy. Down. Good, very good boy. Stay. You can also see between the boy and the girl how they're working, which is it's really fascinating as a trainer. Good boy, very good boy. Okay, release, good boy. So now that's just with the commands, right? Now I'm gonna show you with the e-collar with that beep clicker, just like we talked about before. Bruce, sit. Good, good boy. That beep, he knows he's doing something good, and that's what I wanted from him, so he's getting a treat. Bruce, down. Bruce, down. Good, good, down. Stay. He's not paying as much attention to me as she is, but that's kind of like the boy mentality. Good boy. Okay, release. So that was Bruce's little show here. Now let's go ahead and show you guys how we're working with both of them. Now again, you guys, they should know their names and be able, she's like, I miss that part of training. And that's something that you guys will see here. So I'm just gonna show you guys with just the treats. Bonnie and Bruce, sit. As you can see, she's a little bit faster to it. Bruce, very nice, very nice. Now let's try to do it individually there. Come. Bonnie, sit. Good. Bruce, sit. Good. So you can kind of do it between asking one at a time or doing them together. Again, they can learn from one another or they can be more challenged by seeing the other one. It's how you're going to read your dog. Bonnie, down. Good, good girl. Bruce, down. Very nice. Good boy. Now let's show you guys me asking them down together. Come. Sit. Down. See, they're catching on there. Very good boy, good girl. Stay. Now, I don't want you guys to get discouraged because remember, we've had them, they're going to be coming up on 4 or 5 years now, so they really know what we're asking from them, and they've been trained very well about this. Good boy, good girl. Okay, release. So that is training 2 dogs simultaneously there. I'm going to show you guys with the e-collar. Stay in here with me just because I know it's very nice to see this so that you can, look for the horizon in your dogs, but remember, every single dog is different. Everyone's gonna have their own time to shine, okay, people? So don't discourage yourself. Just keep on going at it. Bonnie, Bruce. Just make sure I got my tools here. Sit. Good, good. Bonnie, sit. Good, good. So again, you see how to toggle between those channels and it's just taking time. Bruce, down. Good, good boy. Bonnie, down. Bonnie. Good girl. Bruce, stay. Good boy. Bonnie, stay. Let's go from the other side. Very good girl, good girl. Okay, release. Oh, I'm so proud of you guys. You're so good. They're so smart. And it's really, you guys, it's a blessing to have 2 dogs, but it is a challenge. So again, I'm here to help you guys. I really want to be able to help you guys just get those, different goals that you have achieved. But remember, just, have fun with it. Take your time. Enjoy those moments because right now it's one of those things where I get to reflect on how they were as puppies and how much farther they have come. And literally, it's amazing how much they complement one another. And yes, we do have struggles as far as when there's a cat coming in the distance, they both want to get the cat and they have those moments where they're like, no, I want the cat. No, I want the cat. And then they're both running and they forget about me and they think like that's their duty. And so remember, we're trying to tame them in that natural instinct to really be like, okay, you guys, this is something that, this is what I want from you. And when they're doing something not good, that's something. So that's when we're gonna use the vibrate or the shock, those more corrective methods. But again, you need to work with them on these when it comes to those simple commands. So let's go ahead and get your cuties into frame because we're gonna close today's video. And you guys, I'm just so proud of you guys. I'm a proud mama. So again, you guys, don't hesitate to tag us on social media. We'll love to be able to follow your journey, repost you guys, get into more of a community zone. And of course, remember, this is how you train 2 dogs simultaneously with and without an e-collar. So I really recommend the e-collars are great for when you're gonna move out of of this environment and into a more stimulated environment, they're gonna actually be able to learn how to be understanding what you're asking from them, how to learn, listening to those commands. So I appreciate you guys so much for being here. And again, if there's some video that you're looking for, don't hesitate to drop it in the comments because we'll probably make it for you. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video. Make sure you're subscribed. It really does help us out. And of course, turn on those bell notifications so that you don't miss a video because it's going to alert you when to do so, and it's absolutely free. So thanks so much, you guys, and we'll see you all on the very next video. Bye, everybody.